So, an overview of the poem. The main idea of the poem really is just that it's to show that people's belief of a glorifying and filling death in war for your country is false. He talks about like how death really affects and how miserable it really is in the war. With the first stanza, he goes on to describe the conditions that all the troops were in. He says things like they were bent double like old beggars under sacks, knock-kneed, and coughing like hags. Let's see if I can turn this around. Nope. Okay. He says that they all went lame, all blind, and it even ends the stanza as starting with one of the clear main ideas of the poem, the ignorance to the gas shells dropping behind. And then for stanza 2, he talks about how the troops were actually hit with the gas and how one of the other soldiers starts to die because he doesn't get his mask on in time. Stanza 3 is just basically 2 quick lines of how he was helpless to the man's death. Stanza 4 calls out those that spread the old lie, Dulce et Decorum est pro patria mori, the whole that it is sweet and filling to die for your country. And so, I don't know how to turn this around. To start, Wilfred Owen. There we go. Okay, so basically, Wilfred Owen was enlisted in the historical time period of the World War II, and it talks about how he was writing letters to his mother, and this specific poem was actually a few days after his company, I guess, were hit by the gas shells. So this poem is based on a true story. And then, like I said, the historical time period was World War I, and that was when a whole bunch of weapons started getting mass manufactured, and the gas bombs started actually being used. They first came in canisters, but since that wasn't reliable, I guess, because it would blow back into those using it, they would start to use them as kind of like bombs, pretty much. And then going back to the hyperlink poem, let's see, and going down for critical analysis. So the critical analysis, this one, it's basically an essay, but it mainly goes on about how Jesse Pope, who was a propagandist in World War I, how they encouraged people to fight in the war, and they spread the lie, Dulce et Decorum est pro patria mori, which was just to kind of persuade children to have this image of war.